G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aaron Whitnall, this is ACWSport, and this week sees the group stage of the 2017-2018 Champions League season come to an end, and here are my predictions for match day 6 of the group stages. Starting with what for me is the biggest game for any of the English sides, Liverpool. They host Spartak Moscow. The reason why this game is so big is because it's out of them and Sevilla as to who is going to go through top of the group. Liverpool need a win, as do Sevilla, in order to ensure it. And I think Liverpool are going to get it because they've been so good at Anfield this season. I'm going to go Liverpool 4, Spartak Moscow 0. I'm going to go Mane, Coutinho and Salah with a brace for Liverpool in that game. I do think Sevilla will also win. They face Maribor away. I'm going to go 4-0 to Sevilla in that game, securing their place through. But I do think Liverpool will finish top of that group. Moving on to Chelsea, they then face a massive game at home to Atletico Madrid. Now, of course, Chelsea are already through. Atletico Madrid are all but out. And I do think Chelsea will finish off their group stage with a win at home against Atletico. I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Atletico Madrid 1. And I'm going to go for Morata and Hazard to score because they are Chelsea's golden pairing at the moment. In the other game, Qarabag, they travel to Rome for what is a very, very difficult game. I'm going to go Roma 4, Qarabag 0 in that game, securing Roma's place through to the Champions League knockout stages. And Atletico, they will go into the Europa League. Then Manchester United, they host CSKA Moscow at Old Trafford, knowing that if they lose by 7-0 at home and that Basel beat Benfica, United will be knocked out. However, I don't see that happening at all. United, as we know, are in fantastic form. They picked up a fantastic away win at Arsenal at the weekend. And with Manchester City coming up at this weekend, I honestly reckon United are going to want to put in a very good performance. So I see United running out 4-0 winners in that game. I'm going to back Romelu Lukaku to get back on the score sheet for Manchester United. I'm going to back Jesse Lingard, Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford to all get on the score sheet for United at Old Trafford, securing their top spot in the group stage and seeing them through to the knockout stages officially as group winners. In the other group game, Benfica, they host Basel. Basel will be looking to secure second place, and I think they're going to. I'm going to go Benfica 1, Basel 3 in that game. Then on to Manchester City's group. They finish off their group stage knowing that they are through as winners. They travel to Shakhtar, who need a win to secure second spot. Otherwise, Napoli could pip them. However, Manchester City, even though this is the final group stage, I don't think they're going to be letting them off easily. Because of it, I reckon City will still run out winners. I'm going to go Shakhtar 1, Manchester City 2, and I'm going to back Sergio Aguero to get a brace for Manchester City in that game. The other game sees Napoli travel to Feyenoord. They need a win and need to hope that City can beat Shakhtar in order for them to go through, and I think that will happen. I'm going to go Feyenoord 1, Napoli 3, which will see Napoli go through on goal difference in second place. Then Tottenham, they host APOEL at Wembley to see off their Champions League group stage, and what a group stage it has been for them. They will finish as group winners, unbeaten. Who would have seen that? Well, that's going by my prediction anyway, because I think Tottenham will run out 3-0 winners at Wembley. Harry Kane to get a brace, and I'm going to back Dele Alli to get on the score sheet for Spurs at Wembley as well. The other group game sees Real Madrid and Dortmund, the two teams everyone thought would go through from this group, but they have had nightmare seasons both domestically and in Europe, even though it started so promisingly for both of them. We've seen Dortmund slip to 6th in the Bundesliga since the start of the group stages. It's been awful for them, and Real Madrid aren't any better either. They are miles behind Barcelona in the La Liga title race. But I do see Real Madrid just edging this. I'm going to go Real Madrid 2, Dortmund 1. I reckon Aubameyang will score for Dortmund, but I reckon Ronaldo will score twice for Real Madrid to get them a win there. We then go into Celtic's group, and Celtic, for me, they need a win to secure a Europa League spot. I think they will get it. I'm going to go Celtic 3, Anderlecht 0, which will see Anderlecht finish bottom of the group. And then in the clash of the Titans at the top of that group and in Europe, Bayern Munich host Paris Saint-Germain, who lost at the weekend to Strasbourg, shockingly. I don't see PSG winning this, but I also don't see Bayern winning this either. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in that game at the Allianz. Then to Barcelona's group. And, well, if Sporting Lisbon can pull off a minor miracle, winning at the Nou Camp, and Juventus fail to beat Olympiacos, then Sporting Lisbon will actually go through in second place behind Barcelona. However, I don't see this happening. I reckon Barcelona will run out 3-1 winners in the Camp Nou. I reckon Messi will get a brace and Luis Suarez will also get on the score sheet. And as for Juventus, I reckon they will run out 2-0 winners in Olympiacos. And I'm going to go with Dybala to get a brace for them there. And then in the final group, I reckon when you look at how it's lined up, either Leipzig or Porto will go through. Now, for me, Besiktas, they're already through, top of the group. They will win this group regardless of the results. So I don't think they'll necessarily play the strongest team. So I reckon Leipzig will win 2-1 in that game. But Monaco have been disastrous in this year's group stage. And I reckon Porto will have all the momentum going into this and the determination to get a good win. I see them running out 3-0 winners, which means that Porto will go through in second place on goal difference. So they are my predictions for week 6 or match day 6 of this season's Champions League. Do you agree with my predictions? Please comment below, let me know. As always, I'm Aaron Whitnall. This has been ACW Sport. I'll see you again with my review for this weekend's Premier League games. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys again soon.